So here we have our first exam question, which asks us to read pins 1 and 0 of port B and issue an ASCII character to port D according to the table, where if both are 0, you send O to port D. If PB0 is 0 and PB1 is set, then send W to port D, etc. You can see it on the screen. So here, let's see, okay. Here we have all the switches open right now, and we have pin B0 and pin B1 going into the switch. We have the switch grounded, and we got our power source over here, which is off right at the moment. So let's get this thing going. Okay, that's lit, that's good. And we are going to go ahead and run the program step by step and see what happens out in port D over here. So we're slowly running this step by step, and let's see what happens. We can see that our two pin B switches are open right now. We're still continuing to run through the code. And here we go. It sent us to send O, and it's about to output port D. Oh, and let's go take a look at what just happened. Port D now has hex value for F, which is O. So that was a success. And now the program jumps back to check our next pin, or pin B0 again rather, and let's take a look. We're going to go ahead and flip pin B0. Okay, pin B0 is now on. Let's see what happens. Now that it is on, it does not skip this step, and it is going to continue to go to the next step. And let's see here. We can see here that pin B1 is actually set. The switch is closed. So we're running through the code again, step by step. And here we go. We jumped into send L, and it is about to output R18 into port D. Let's take a look at port D, and here we have it. We have hex 4C outputted into port D, and that will be L. Okay. Alright, let's do another scenario here. We're going to go ahead and switch this. We're trying now. We now have port B0 back to open and port B1 closed. So this is going to go ahead and jump back. So right now port B0 should be good. Skips the step. Let's take a look at what our port B looks like. This is what we're seeing right now. So we have, just as I said, port B0 is open and port B1 is closed. We're running through. I wish it would go a little faster. Let's see. Here we go. We are now at send W, and we are about to output W into port D. Let's take a look. There's port D, and we have hex 57. Okay, this is W. And we have one more scenario here. We're going to go ahead and close both switches. Okay, there's both switches closed. It's gonna jump back here and check these bits. Let's check port B now. Port B, both switches are closed. Looks good. We're running through. Program one more time. It's gonna go through all these boring steps. And let's see. Here we go. We are now in send S, where it's about to output into port D, ASCII S, and let's take a look at what happens here. There we have it, hex 53, which is S.